Hey folks, just getting some camera things lined up. We'll be back in a minute, changing some views on our settings. But we'll get you started here momentarily with the Lourdes Eagles versus the Chatfield Gophers at Mollybaum Field. We'll see you soon. Hey, welcome Gopher fans to Mollybaum Field. Andy O'Connor along with you here on another spring-like morning in Minnesota. 80s last week, about 48 to 50 at first pitch here today. Welcome to the Tundra. Weston Nolte on the mound here. And I mean, just outside Nick Bowron on the plate, or at the plate rather. Ball one. Weston making his first start since coming back here. Bowron, good cut, going to foul that off over into the formerly known Lake Baum over there past the left field fence. Count even up at 1 apiece. And he's going to induce that ground ball. Bowron down the line quickly here. Aiden Johnsrud playing shortstop today. Little 6-3 put out. Good job. Went under Weston's glove, and that could have been trouble there. It's one of those little squirrely shots that you might get yourself on base with. That'll bring up Braden Kashadi to the plate. He is at first base today for the Eagles. Weston to deliver. High strike. Weston working ahead. Not sure how many innings we'll see him, but it's good to see him starting a game here. Second pitch upcoming. That one's going to be out. Evens the count. Weston to deliver. A little bit different lineup in the infield here. A couple of switchy changes. Oh, inside. Nice pitch on the inside there. Goes up 1-2 in this count. Cole Raymaker over at first base. Thane manning his usual third base. Aiden Johnsrud goes to short, and Chase Johnston is at second base today. So a little different look. We've got Benny in the outfield, center field. Ethan Eichhoff is over in left, I believe, and Kaysen Johnson in right field today. That one's going to stay up, evens it up. Two and two is the count. Oh, we got the scoreboard working again. And Weston comes with that curve and a good hard hit ball here. He upped his hands back. Kashadi, nice piece of hitting. Just pokes that curveball right through the middle. First base runner for Lourdes. One down here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring up Jack Rowe, shortstop for the Eagles. Pretty conservative over there for Kashadi at first base. Oh, and that breaker comes through. He gets a piece of it. If Weston can get on top of that today and throw that consistently like he usually does, he's going to be in pretty good shape. Little breeze coming straight through here into the booth. Oh, what a nice breaker. He's going to even that up at 1 apiece. Boy, took a lot off of that one. Good pitch. Pitcher's pitch right there. Great pitcher from Big Weston. So 0-2 to Jack Rowe. Ooh, Weston's going to catch the outside, and he's going to get him strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Nice pitch over there. Well, we know what the zone is now. If Weston can nibble as far out as he can, he's probably got him back on his Christmas list after that pitch. Well, 2 down, top of 1. Lourdes in town today. Final regular season ball game for the Gophers. And we've got all our seniors likely playing their last home game here at Molly Baum Field. And that's kind of a bittersweet moment, I'm sure, for these guys. They've played a lot of ball on this field. Just one of those last for the seniors of this group. I forgot to mention earlier here, Sean Kirshner behind the plate. Sorry, Sean. You got to give a shout out to the catchers all the time. Boy, Weston, good job. Almost a sweeper on that one. So Kashadi over on first base still. And Weston's going to come to that outside again. And strike two. Well, 1-2 here. Jack McCabe at the plate. And we'll see if Weston kind of comes in that inside or sweeps her out as far as he can go. See where Sean sets up. And Weston Fistham is going to push it over to right field. Kason Johnson ranging to his left, and nice, pretty efficient inning here. One hit, no runs, no errors for the Gophers here. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Gophers up in just a minute. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with you. Weston Nolte down 0-2 in this count. Easton Gasner on the mound. Weston, good hard shot out to center field and ranging over to make that play to his right. Couple of pitches, one out here in the bottom of the second, or bottom of the first inning rather. Bring up Kason Johnson. Gasner just misses down and out. Good pitch down there though. 1-0 to Kason. Kason in right field today. Breaking ball is going to stay in. 2-0 to Kason Johnson. Just outside. I like that pitch. It looked like a pretty good pitch. But that's going to go for a ball. 3-0 to Kason. He's taking all the way. Gasner will come down Main Street and make this count 3-1. Still hitters count here for Kason Johnson. Kason's going to knock one down the third baseline. He runs well, and this is going to be a difficult play. Base hit, infield base hit for Kason Johnson. We have ourselves a runner. That'll bring up Cole Raymaker. Let's see, we got Bowern behind the plate. Bowern with a very good arm from the catcher position. So we'll see how much base stealing we try to do here. Strike in there. Gasner took a little something off that, just got her across the plate and started ahead in the count. Wise decision, I believe. Oh and 1. Cole Raymaker at the plate. That bender's going to stay just inside. Man, he's got the win for it today. If he can get that thing across and sweeping, he'd be in good shape. So Kaysen, pretty conservative so far. Now out to the cut. Couple extra steps. That one will stay. Oh, that's going to be a strike just on the inside. So good pitcher's pitch there for Gasner. 1-2 is the count here to Cole Raymaker. One down in the bottom of the first inning. Zeros across the board here with the Lourdes Eagles and the Chatfield Gophers. Gasner to deliver. Cole's going to hit her hard. Stays in front of the ball. Is going to get him at first base. Good play staying with that over there at third. That was a nice play. So it's a 5-3 put out here to get Cole for the second out of this inning. Two down, and that'll bring up catcher Sean Kirshner. We'll see if Shawnee can keep those hands back and wait for that curveball and just kind of drive that thing out to right field. Gasner set to deliver. Kaysen Johnson at second base. There's that bender, catches the corner. A little shake up here. The last couple of weeks, lineups looked a little bit different here. We flopped Weston up into the leadoff position. And then Sean moves up to the cleanup spot. Even count here to Sean Kirshner. Chase Johnson down to 5. He is on deck now. See, just a nice line drive and a score here from the Gophers right off the bat. Bowern tries to bring that one back just outside. 2-1 here to Sean Kirshner. Bottom of 1. Chilly affair already here at Molly Baum Field. I might have to put on the other layer I brought with me. Kaysen with a good lead over at second base. That one's going to be just down, so 3-1. So Sean's looking for a pitch, just his here. If he can knock one here into some green. And he's going to bring that breaking ball across. Gasner looks like he wants to throw that the majority of the time. He's got a little juice behind his arm too, but he would rather set him up with the breaking ball and the change. And that one's going to be up and out. So we got runners at first and second after an infield hit from Kaysen Johnson. He's at second base. And we are going to get Andrew Eichhoff to run for Sean Kirshner. Sean, obviously the catcher, you want to get that guy in there and rest him just a little bit. Time to get gear on. Pickoff move to second base, and it's going to go into the outfield. Kaysen wasn't going to be able to get up and get out there. That probably would have been a bad deal if he tried to get to third. Some good alert heads up backup there in the center fielder from Lourdes. Chase Johnston at the plate. Going to catch the inside. Boy, that's a nice pitch there. Gasner put in a really good spot. Gasner again. 0-2. Kasner gets him on strikes. Gopher strand a couple here. 2 runners left on base here for the Gophers. 1 hit, 0 runs, and no errors for the Lourdes Eagles there. We go to the top of the second inning. Connor Smith, Easton Kasner, and Everett Owen for the Lourdes Eagles. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, guys. Take a quick little break there. Smith safe at second base. Actually, that's Easton Kasner at second base. My bad. Everett Owen at the plate. One down here, top of 2. No runs here yet. Good job, Weston. Just took a lot off of that one. Going to go away from him. One and one here, even up on the count. Weston Nolte 2-0 in. That's going to go away from Sean. And a bounce there. Try to put that breaking ball out there a little further and got away from him just a bit. 2 and 1, or actually 2 and 2. Scoreboard is kind of my arch nemesis here today. I've got to look at that. So 2 and 2. Runner at third base now for the Eagles. Owen looking to get one to that right side so he can bring him across. And he's going to do just that. Oh, that one dove. Chase couldn't get to it. And we're going to have our first run of the ball game. Gasner comes in to score for the Eagles. And Chase, yeah, that he was deep in the hole, and that one really kind of took a dive on him, and a tough one to make. We're going to give Owen a hit on that. That's a hard hit ball. I'm going to bring up Chase Carroll. He's the DH today for the Eagles. And he's going to hit a little number there to the left side. Weston will come off the mound and get that one. And it'll be a 1-3 put out for the second out of the second inning for the Lourdes Eagles. Owen Streiflin steps to the plate for the Eagles. Owen advanced to second base on that shot down the line. Weston takes a lot off of that one. Must have been just low. Good pitch. Good pitch. 1-0 here to Streifland. Weston, long look at second base. Going to bring that breaker across. Weston almost like he's sweeping it now. Looks good. Two down, top of two. Little ground ball, ooh, a little hop and skip and a jump, but Cole Raymaker takes it himself. 3 unassisted here for the third out. The Eagles, however, draw first blood in this matchup. 1 run scored. Easton Gasner comes around to score for the Eagles, and a couple of hits for them in that inning. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning. Thane Shield will lead things off for the Gophers. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We start things off in the bottom of the second inning with Mr. Thane Shield. Just down. Thane's been pretty darn hot here as of late. Gasner to deliver. That'll be just on the outside. Gasner's done a lot of yeoman's work there on the inside with that little breaker. There it is, right across Main Street. Count at 2-1 here to Thainer. Thane will chop one down the first baseline, and it'll go foul. So 2-2 to Thane Shield. Even up here. Nobody down. Bottom of the second inning. Gophers 0 and the Lourdes Eagles 1. Lourdes pushed one across here in the top of the second. There's that bender on the inside. And that'll bring up DH for the day. Brody Whalen, or Brody Whalen as some call him. And we'll drop in there for a strike. One down here in the bottom of the second inning. Brody takes a cut at that one. Goes down 0-2. I would expect here we'll see some hanging in there. Brody, good job. Good job, Brody. Catches up to that one. Gasner going a little more gas here, tried to get him, but Brody falling off some pitches, getting himself into a really productive at-bat now. Gasner up in the count 0-2. He might get a little silly with some breaking balls here. And there it is. Brody fights that one off. Good job, Brody. And Brody's going to go up the middle. Shortstop over. Brody is going to be out by, oh my. That is a bang play there, Brody. Good hustle down the line. That was a tough play coming up and taking that short hop by the shortstop. But a 6-3 put out for the second out of the inning. Way to get down the line there, Brody. Ethan Eichhoff steps in for the Gophers. Takes that first pitch, follows that straight back. And he's going to follow another one off over the Lourdes dugout. So Gasner once again working ahead, doing a real good job getting ahead of hitters here. And he's going to push that one to the right, and another foul ball for him. So Gophers making life a little bit difficult on Gasner here, just falling off pitches. And that breaking ball gets him. Good ball. So 1-2-3 inning here, a couple of strikeouts for Gasner. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Gophers there. When we come back, Lourdes will go back to the top of the order with Bauer and Kashadi and Rowe. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with you here at Mollybaum Field. We go to the top of the third inning. Top of the order for the Eagles, and Nick Bowren steps to the plate. Weston Nolte to deliver. Bowren pulls that one foul. Ooh, just out. Good pitch from Weston. Little tail on that one. I like the pitch. Evens this count up at 1 apiece. Weston to deliver. Bowren. It's a shot there to right field. Kason Johnson's going to go back and get it at the wall. We'll get that one into the cut, and Bowren's going to stand up with a double. Shoddy comes to the plate for the Eagles. Runner on second base, and Bowren, nobody down here in the top of the third inning. Eagles lead this one 3-0. Or, I'm sorry, 1-0. Getting ahead of myself. Bowren at second base. Ooh, just in. Good pitch here from Weston. Weston here finding some edges he might be able to exploit. He just missed a couple of them. Long look at second base there from Weston. Delivers. Good shot there. Evens the count at 1 apiece here with Kashadi, first baseman for the Eagles. And we're going to get time. Weston to deal. Deep breath, another look over to second base. He's going to come with a break and go on the outside, and a shot between third and short. Bobbled in the outfield, but Bowren's going to hang on over at third base. He probably could have made it, but Ethan, good job staying in front of that one, though. And we've got a couple of hits to start things off for the Eagles with nobody down in the top of the third. We're going to get some signs from Sean Kirshner. We'll see what Shawnee wants to do, if they're going to pull the double steal. Bowren, seasoned ball player, obviously, over at third base. And Kashadi at first. Jack Rowe steps to the plate for the Eagles. And he's going to lay off that pitch. Ball one. No action there from the runners. Look over at first base. Rowe called time, stepped out. That one's going to go past shortstop there. Can't get to it. We're going to get our second run of the ball game from the Eagles. So 3 straight hits for the Eagles, and they've got runners at second and first base once again. Jack McCabe steps to the plate. He flew out to right field his first at bat. Would not be the worst thing for them to shoot one over to the right side and push those runners up anyway. Nobody down, top of 3. Weston Nolte on the mound for the Gophers. A little chilly morning, or should I say afternoon already, at Mollybaum Field. No, not quite afternoon. Okay, Weston drops that off the table right in there. So strike one, starts ahead to McCabe. McCabe's going to hit one. It's going to tail away from Benny in center field. He'll make the catch. Kashadi will tag and make it to third base. So good job getting it out there. Oh, that was a tough one to handle. That's and we'll see what the call is. And it looks like they're going to say that Kashadi left early from second base. So McCabe hits the ball hard to center field, but Kashadi there took off early. And they're going to call him out. We're getting a little meeting on the mound. So one run across here for the Eagles in this inning, but that was certainly a break for Chatfield there with the runner leaving early from second. Big bang bang play, and that's why officials got a tough job. So Jack Rowe still over at first base. Connor Smith at the plate for the Eagles. And Rowe's going to take off. We'll throw to the left side of the bag here from Sean Kirshner. He will be safe at second base. So Eagles been a little bit more aggressive on the base paths here today. Runner at second base and in scoring position. 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. See if Weston can't work out of this one. Down 2-0 in this count. Little breaking ball. He's going to push that to left field. Ethan Eichhoff ranges over, makes the catch, and limits the damage to just one run in the top of the third inning. Well, the Gophers will come up here in the bottom of the third, starting off with Ben Carrier, Weston Nolte, and Kaysen Johnson. Will be right back. Hey, welcome back, folks. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Ben Carrier will lead things off for the Gophers. A little chopper to third base. And he's going to be just out. Wow, we've had a couple of bang-bang plays there. Good hustle down the line there from Benny. Just about got there. And we bring up the top of the order, and Big Weston Nolte, pitcher of record here today for the Gophers. Weston's going to try to pop that up to the right side. Second baseman will go out. A little swirling wind. Nice play, good talk by them. That play was a little more difficult than it appeared on the surface. We've got wind blowing across the field here, and that good range over there from, I believe, Streiflin at second base. So 2 down quickly. In the bottom of the third inning for the Gophers. Kaysen Johnson up to the plate for the Gophers. Coach Baum wants to have a little talk with him. I kind of get this strange feeling that he might think about laying a bunt down. So he certainly got the wheels to do it. If he can kind of push one over to that right side, that's going to be kind of a tough play over there for them. Just inside. Gasner, good job moving around the zone, though, trying to get those pitches. Not a bad pitch. Two 2-0. Kaysen Johnson at the plate. Kaysen base knock, his first at bat, infield base hit. And there's your first strike here of the count. That one will be the 59-foot variety. 3-1 here to Kaysen Johnson. Hitters count here for Kaysen. And down and out. 2-out walk is get our base runner here for the Gophers. That'll bring up Cole Raymaker, first baseman today. A lead there for Kaysen. Strike one. Ooh, Shawnee. Or actually, Cole. That's probably a good pitch to hit there. Probably going to see some breaking action here. There it was. Come on, Coach Baum. Oh! He lunged. Couldn't quite get to her. 0-2. Gasner up in this count. Cole Raymaker staying alive at the plate. 2 down. Bottom of 3. Runner on first base and Kaysen Johnson. Gasner looks in. And Cole will foul that one off toward the street. And kind of tap a car over there. Good job. And he's going to get him on the breaking ball, and he'll tag him. And that will be it for the Gophers here in the bottom of the third inning. Eagles come back in the top of the fourth inning with Easton Gasner, Everett Oyen, and Chase Carroll. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, folks. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Pitcher Easton Gasner will lead things off for the Lourdes Eagles. Weston Nolte to deliver. And Gasner knocks one straight up the middle. Good job getting the bat head out there. A little up in the zone. He liked that one. Just drove her right up the gut. So they've got themselves another base runner right off the bat. Last inning, they had 3 straight hits. Gophers, fortunately, were able to limit them to 1 run in the top of the 3rd. So that'll bring up Everett Owen. Gasner. Pretty decent lead over there at first base. Weston. He's going to bunt one down the 3rd baseline. Oh, Thane will touch it fair. It is going to be out at first base. Good job, Thane. We're going to push that runner Gasner over to second base, but Thaner, I thought, was going to go foul for a second. He got it before it did go foul and got away and out at first base for the first out. Pretty crafty little bunt there from Wayne. I wasn't 100% sure that was going to go foul or not. So runner at second base, 1 down. Chase Carroll at the plate for the Eagles. That one's going to stay in and get away from Shawnee. Gasner to third base. One and over here to Chase Carroll, 8 batter for the Eagles. 1-3 put out for him his last at bat. Long look over there from Weston. That one's going to be outside. Weston testing to see if he can't get something a little further out. And he's going to get you inside on that one to make it a 2-1 count to Chase Carroll. Delivery there from Weston. Going to be a chopper to Sherman. They're going to come home with it. And we're going to get the tag down. Out at home plate is Gasner. He took off right away. Aiden Johns, good charge on that one. And, boy, he was looking at first base, but good communication from the Gophers. You know, let him know. Let's go home with that one. Gasner with good wheels, but really nice play there from Aiden Johns. So 2 down, and that takes that runner out of the scoring position, obviously. Chase Carroll over at first base. Reached on that fielder's choice. Big bender there from Weston. That's going to drop in there. Striefland. Even count to him. 1-1. Two and one. We're going to take time. Striefland will step out. Top of 4. Lourdes leads this one 2-0 over the Gophers. Gophers have limited damage. We've had some. And he's going to get Striefland to pop up. Right fielder comes in. Kason Johnson will make that catch. Good communication. That one drifted a little further than we thought. Benny comes to get his hat, gives it to him, drops it, gets it again. So Gophers avoided any runs in that inning. One hit for the Eagles. No runs, no errors, and that one hit. We come back for the Gophers. Sean Kirshner, Chase Johnson, and then Thane Shield will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. I'm back with you. I put up my wind stop here. Sean Kirshner is going to reach. Little number to third, and just couldn't handle it. Andrew Eichhoff a run for him. Got to bring up Chase Johnston for the Gophers. Top side of the zone, takes a cut at that one. Strike one. And he's going to take another cut at that one. Good healthy cuts here. But Gasner a little tail on the inside. Eichhoff, conservative lead over at first base. And that one will stay up. 1 and 2 here to Chase Johnston. We'll see. Seedings will come out, I'm guessing, here tomorrow evening. Chase, good hopper over there to second base. They can't turn it up. They'll get the lead runner, however, in Andrew Eichhoff. So good hard hit ball, and looked like he might have had a shot at him, but excuse me, Chase runs well, so he gets down the baseline. One down to bring up Thane Shield. Thane's going to hit one hard to center field. Oh, coming in to make that catch. Nice. Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh, yeah, Chase got hung up in kind of no man's land. And he, boy, what a nice diving play that dropped out of his glove. You know, typically you say we want to get halfway, but boy, that was a tough play there. So that's going to make it a good hard hit ball there from Thaner. He's going to be at first base. Brody Whalen steps to the plate with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Oh, got him. Brody just got that jersey untucked enough. And we got runners on first and second base. So Thane Shield at second base, and Brody Whalen hit by a pitch. He will go to first base. You know, my wife told me to bring my space heater today, and it probably wouldn't be the first or the last time I didn't listen to my wife, but she was right. We could have brought that and been just fine. Little meeting on the mound here for the Eagles. with 2 down and runners at first and second. I'm going to talk about what we want to do. Looks like they're going to break up the old garden party. And we go back to action. Ethan Nykoff comes to the plate for the Gophers. Ethan with a strikeout, his last at bat, fouled off a few pitches. Gasner to deliver. Be a strike on the inside. When Gasner hits his spots, he's in really good shape. He got a little inside on that with Thane, but he's been really confident painting that inside corner. So 0-1 here to Ethan Nykoff. That one's going to drop in the dirt. Bowering, good job staying in front of that one, blocking it. 1-1 evens the count up here. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and Gophers down 2-0 to the Lourdes Eagles. Okay, cut straight back. 1-2 is the count. One and two here to Ethan Nykoff, left fielder for the Gophers today. Probably going to see a breaker. No, we got a little faster on the inside. That's going to be a tough play. Ethan runs well too, and he's going to be safe at first base. And we are juiced with Gophers here. Wow, good hustle down the line. That's an infield hit there for Ethan Nykoff. And we'll bring up Ben Carrier, Benny the Bull. We'll see. Benny, 5-3 put out. His first time at bat. Like to see Benny tater one here to the gap somewhere. Hit your pitch, buddy. Wind blowing out toward right field, kind of straight across here. Ball one to Ben Carrier, nowhere to put him here. Bottom of four, Gophers with the bases loaded. Oh, Benny's going to pop that one high in the infield. Ooh, Strieflin, good job playing that one. That drifted a long ways. Tough play. Well, base runners here. We left 3 on base here. Bases were loaded. Hit by pitch there. And a couple of errors, or an error for the Eagles. Give us our base runners. But, as I mentioned, 3 stranded on the base paths, and the Gophers come out of that inning with 0 runs. Unfortunate, however, but we've got more ball to play, obviously. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Lourdes will bring up the top of their order in Nick Bowren, Brandon Conchati, and Jack Rowe. We'll be right back. So some changes here in the field for the Gophers. We'll bring Nick Bowren to the plate for Lourdes. Sean Kirshner comes out from behind the plate, and he will pitch now. Cole Raymaker moves over to second. Weston Nolte to first. Chase Johnston to right field, and we'll have Ryan Rindles coming in left field. Bowron doubled and scored his last at bat. Sean up and out. Ball one. Wind definitely playing in his favor. If he can launch one in there, maybe take out the old bus in right field. 1-0 to Bowron. And that one will get down. 2-0. Shawnee just trying to find that. Tough transition here coming from behind the plate, and you got to get yourself on the mound. So Sean will get her. 2-0 count to Bowron. Ooh, he's going to cut that one off over the left field fence into Lake Baum. Actually into the tennis court. Boy, he really cut that one. 2-1 rather, to Bowron. Kirshner on the mound to deliver. And one will be up. Sean, a little extra juice on that. Kept her up. And he's going to lose him on a walk. So Bowron on base once again. And I'm going with a little different pronunciation, but I might be dating myself. I know a lot of some other Kashatis. And they Kotshade. And if I get your name wrong, Braden, I'm so sorry. I'm trying here. So, runner on first base, strike one. Sean ahead. Bowron, couple extra steps. Kaysen, good job sliding out there and getting that one. Evens the count, one apiece. Ooh, good cut. Takes a little something off that one. He's going to make this a 1-2 count. And Sean trying to get that first out. And we'll call time once again. That one is going to drift out of play into the stands. So still a 1-2 count. Sean Kirshner dealing. Gottshade. Runner's going, pulls one down the line, right at Molly's car. Nope, and he misses him. So Molly's sitting down on the left field line with the old Buick. Just about got tatered on that one. Still a 1-2 count. Good battle going on here. Nobody down in the top of the fifth. Another foul ball. Coach Baum, just like that, brings one in. Ooh, that one's just going to be out. Good spot for that one. Going to even the count at 2 apiece. That one will be down and put this one to full. Bowron's going to make his way to second base. Full count here. Sean Kirchner to deal. Payoff pitch upcoming. gets a sign here. Shakes off a couple. Comes with it. And that'll stay up. Couple of walks to start us off in the top of the 5th inning. So runners on first and second for the Lourdes Eagles. Will bring up Jack Rowe. And a base hit the last time up. So nobody down, top of the 5th inning. Lourdes leading in this one 2-0, but threatening to bust her open just a bit if they can bring some runs across. Whoa. And he's going to be strike one. Like Rowe was going to feint a bunt and then pulled it back, but couldn't stop his cut. 0-1. Sean starting ahead again. Rowe's going to push that one over to the right side. Ooh, that way Chase Johnston comes in and makes the play. Boy, I had to go a long way for that one. He was talking to Cole Raymaker out there. So one down here in the top of the 5th inning for the Lourdes Eagles. That'll bring up cleanup batter Jack McCabe. McCabe has flown out a couple of times here in this ball game. Runners on first and second, though, with just one out for the Eagles. Kaysen, good job sliding out. Ball one. I want to stay inside, and it just about got him. McCabe jumps out here at the last second. Two 2 Jack McCabe. Oh, 2-0, 2-0, yep. So McCabe up in this count 2-0. Sean Kirchner looking in. Bowron taking off, had a running lead. And it's going to be strike one. McCabe fouled it off over the right field fence, or over the dugout rather. Long look in there from Sean Kirchner. Whoo! That'll make it a 3-1 count. Just down. Just down. Good location, but just down in the zone. Bowron, big lead over there at second base. Thane's going to get that out over at third base, and that'll be the second out of this inning. So McCabe, 5 unassisted play over there for Thane Shield for the second out of this inning. That'll bring up Connor Smith for the Eagles, and runners still on first and second. Ball one here. So Sean trying to find the location just a little bit, but he'll get into her. Yeah, it's going to be knocked to the right side. Oh, it's going to be a long run for Weston. And he's going to slide head first, hit the base there. Heads up play from Weston. Nice. So Smith, get down. He got down the line very well. Nothing you can do about that. That was a nice play by Weston. So he's going to take him down. A couple of walks to start things off. No runs, though. No errors and no hits in that inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Gophers will bring up the top of their order, and Weston Nolte, Kaysen Johnson, and Cole Raymaker will be right back. Welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Gophers down in this one 2-0, but keeping this one right in check with the Eagles. New pitcher on the mound for Lourdes is Jack McCabe. And we'll bring up the top of the order for the Gophers, Weston Nolte. Has flown out a couple of times here today, Weston. McCabe, a little bit different delivery, maybe a little more juice. Strike one, gets ahead. Little breaker, nice little tight breaker. Touches the outside. 1-1 here to Weston Nolte. I want to be outside. 2-1. I will stay up. 3-1 to Weston Nolte. Hitter's pitch. Weston just waiting for a perfect pitch for him. And that's going to be a strike. And it's going to be the upper part of the register, but it hits the corner. And we go to a full count. Payoff pitch upcoming in this at bat. Weston will fight that one off. Good job, Weston. We go at it again. McCabe on the mound for Lourdes. We've also got a junior high softball tournament going on today, so a lot of. And he's going to ring him up. That one's going to be on the outside, and he will take him down on strikes. One out here. In the bottom of the fifth. So Kaysen Johnson steps to the plate for the Gophers. Kaysen infield hit his first at bat. Good breaking ball from McCabe. Starting ahead in this one. Evens count, one apiece. Play over there, 4-3 put out of Kaysen Johnson. Hard hit ground ball over to the right side. So quickly here, within a few pitches, McCabe is working at his pace. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Cole Raymaker. Cole is at second base now after those defensive changes for the Gophers. That one will get away from him. McCabe, if he misses on that outside, is usually down and away, so he's not going to get hurt by the pitch, obviously. He has started off with a couple of first pitch strikes, but starts off 1-0 to Cole Raymaker. Cole fouls that one off, looked like the inside of his leg. 1-1 to Raymaker. Cole's going to chop one here to shortstop. This could be a tough play again, but good range over there. Nice play, a 6-3 putout. No runs, no hits, no errors. A snapper mow down inning for Jack McCabe on the mound for the Lourdes Eagles. Well, we go back to the top of the 6th inning. Gasner, Owen, and Carroll for the Lourdes Eagles. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Things moving along here pretty quickly at Molly Baum Field. Easton Gasner will start things off for the Lourdes Eagles. Lourdes leads this one 2-0 over the Gophers. Gophers just trying to get going offensively. They have not gotten much going at all. Just a couple of hits on the day. And Gasner's going to go down the third baseline. Thane Shield in. Good throw over. And he's going to be safe. Boy, that has been multiple bang-bang plays over there at first base today. Oof. And an infield hit and start things off here for the Eagles. That'll bring out Everett Oyen for the Eagles. Oyen tried to bunt down the third baseline. His last at bat, Thane got it in fair territory, went 5-3. Oyen pushed ahead the runner to second base, however. Pretty good lead over there for Gasner. Gasner, pretty good wheels, too. Sean throws over, but back in plenty of time. Gasner a little bigger lead now. Back to the cut already. And a good knock at that one. 0-1 to Owen. Gasner over at first base, nobody down. Owen's going to square to bunt and pull that one back. Going to even this count up at 1 apiece, however. Well, if the Gophers can get anything rolling here, they're right here. We got a couple more shots here at it. That's going to be up and out, 2-1. Gasner over there on first. And he's going to catch that outside. So strike 2. We're even up here at 2 apiece. 2-2 to Owen. Sean looking to get him. See if we can't roll in a classic double play ball and start this thing off right. Gasner, pretty good lead. And he's going to get Owen on strikes. 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Chase Carroll for the Eagles. Sean. Little Bender is going to catch the corner, and that's going to be strike 1. For Carroll. 1 down here at Molly Baum Field. Chilly morning, afternoon now. Gasner, big lead over there. And a cut by Carroll over the right field side. 0-2. Gasner going. And we're going to get the out at first base for the second out. 3 unassisted by Weston Nolte over there. Gasner with a, he was taken off either way. 2 outs. Owen Streiflin steps to the plate for the Eagles. Gasner at second base. Breaking ball stays up for Sean, 1-0. And he's going to bring him on down on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Streiflin looking for his first hit or trip on base any way he can get it here today. He'd like to get on here. Top of the order coming up for the Eagles. 2-1. Runner goes third base, and that's going to be a little high. So a runner over there at third base. Strike in there to Streiflin. And we're going to come back, and this is a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch upcoming here from Sean Kirshner. Runner over on third base, and Sean like to get out of here. Comes with a shot, and that is going to be a fair ball down the line. Chase Johnston's going to get over to the corner to get it. Going to hit the cut, but the run has scored. What a nice piece of hitting there. So Strieflin with a double. So an intentional walk of Bowren will bring up Kachade or Kachadi and Braden. I'll get her one way or the other. And I just got a text from my wife that said, "You're right. You should have brought the heater." So, Jen, you are once again correct in telling me something that I probably should have listened. Kirshner with runners on first and second now. Delivers. Fly ball out to right field. Chase Johnston comes in on it and makes the catch, and the Gophers limit the damage to 1 run in this top of the 6th inning. Just 1 hit, 1 run. Couple runners left on base for the Lourdes Eagles. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Gophers will bring up Sean Kirshner, Chase Johnston, and Thane Shield. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with you here on a chilly afternoon in Chatfield, Minnesota, Molly Baum Field. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lourdes just kind of nickel and diming us to death and up 3-0. Gophers trying to get something going offensively. Sean Kirshner steps to the plate for the Gophers. Ball 1 just outside. McCabe took over for Gasner on the mound. That one will be out again. 2-0 to Sean. Nice shot right back up the middle. And we've got ourselves a base runner right off the bat here for the Gophers. Nice piece of hitting there for Sean. He is the pitcher, so he will get a runner for him. And we've got to use a different runner here. We'll see who we've got in Coach Baum's back pocket. And Sam Ruskell will come in to run. Chase Johnston will step to the plate. Chase, right fielder now. He moved in from second base out to right field when we made the pitching change. Ruskell, nominal lead over at first base. Little chopper to the mound. They're going to have to go to 1 with that one. Sam Ruskell will advance to second base. 1-3 put out for the first out here of this inning. That'll bring up Thane Shield. We'll see if Thane can't get back to those RBI 11 ways he had here in the last couple of weeks. Gophers down 3-0 in this one. They'd like nothing more than to get 1 or 2 here just to scratch away. Ruskell, a little bit of a lead at second base, not too far off. That one up and in. 1-0 to Thane. Brody waiting on deck. Thaner shot to the shortstop and a good hop to him and a 6-3 put out of Thane Shield. Sam Ruskell will, however, advance to third base. Well, Brody, now's the time. Let's shoot one of your patented shots over there between the first and second baseman. Two down. Bottom of 6. Brody Whalen at the plate. Strieflin deep in the hole. It's going to be tough to get one past him over there. Ooh, good breaker. McCabe come back with a really nice pitch, and that's going to make it 2 strikes to Brody Whalen. Brody. And he's going to wave at that one. Bowron flips it over to first base, and that will be the third out here. 1 hit for the Gophers, 1 left on base for them. No runs and no errors in that inning. Lourdes will come back in the top of the 7th inning with Jack Rowe, Jack McCabe, and Connor Smith. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Things moving right along. Gophers down in this one 3-0 to the Lourdes Eagles. Jack Rowe, shortstop for the Eagles, steps in to the plate. Sean Kirshner to deliver, and that one is going to be a strike on the outside half. So Sean's starting to find his rhythm a little bit here. And we'll get time. 0-1 here to Rowe. Top of 7, Gophers looking for a quick one so they can get back in and get those runs they need to stick in this ball game. That one's going to be out of play over the Lourdes faithful there on the right field line. 0-2. Sean Kirshner deliver, trying to get Rowe, the 3 batter. And Rowe, good cut. Fouled it off. Sean Kirshner up 0-2 in this count. Delivers, takes a little something or a lot of something off it, and he's going to get row on strikes. Nice pitch there by Sean. One down, top of 7. That'll bring up pitcher of record right now, Jack McCabe for the Lourdes Eagles. And Sean starts off ahead once again. Very important here for Sean here. Younger pitcher. He's gained some experience here this year. Obviously played the whole year on varsity, catching most of the time, but getting his starts in there as well. But finding his way here on the varsity field. He's done a good job this year. I'll make things 1-1. And that one's going to be popped back out of play. That'll make it 1-2. One down here in the bottom or top of the 7th. Eagles looking to tack on a couple more if they could at all possible. McCabe at the plate. 1-2 count. Delivery from Sean. That'll be inside. Good spot though, Sean. Using that zone. And that one's going to be knocked to center field. Ben Carrier's not going to get to that one. And it'll be a first base runner for the Lourdes Eagles in the 7th inning. That'll bring up Connor Smith for the Eagles. And we've got a pinch runner for pitcher Jack McCabe. And let's see who we've got here. Isaiah Williams running over there for the Lourdes Eagles. That one will stay just out. Smith lets that one go. Not too bad of a spot there for Sean. How about a little tailor-made ground ball here for us? Boy, Williams with a nice lead over at first base. That one's going to be out, just out. Stays out again, kind of tails away from him. 3-0 to Smith. One down in the top of the 7th inning, and Sean would like to get this hitter. Obviously, he'd like to get any hitter, but that one will stay out. 4-pitch walk to Smith. So Easton Gasner steps to the plate for the Lourdes Eagles. Noah Birsiek will run over at first base. So we've got runners on first and second with Gasner at the plate. Gasner scored twice today with a couple of base hits. Long look over at second. Sean comes back, takes something off that. Strike one. Important for him to start ahead. Good job. Gasner, fly ball. Over to right field, Chase Johnson will come over and get it. It tailed over there quite a ways. Benny was there, but that'll be Chase taking that one. So an F9 here for the second out of the top of the 7th inning. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter. Brayson Magel. Brayson, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. So he'll hit for Carroll. Runners on first and second and 2 down. Long look here from Sean. Going to be just down. Strike there. Well, 1-1 indicates the count to Magel. And he's going to take a cut out that one on the outside and make this 1-1-2. Sean to deliver up in this count 1-2. Runners on first and second now for Lourdes. And he'll stay alive. Oh! First base coach hearing it from the dugout. Magel hanging in there on this at bat. And he's going to leave that one up. Count even up here at 2 apiece. 2 down in the top of the 7th. Just looking to get out of here and go get those 3 runs we need to keep playing this one. Magel hanging on, and that batter's nice job by him. Ooh, Sean tries to get that outside. He's pushed this count full. Sean Kirshner outside, so bases are loaded with Eagles. And that'll bring up Chase Carroll for Lourdes. So Lourdes trying to tack on a couple of more. 2 down and the base is juiced. Magel with a big lead over at first. Obviously they're not holding him, so good job stopping that one. Kaysen using the gear. 1-0. One and 0 pitch upcoming, and that one's going to be 2-0. Coach Baum is going to take a timeout and go out and talk to the infield. Sean probably just needs a reset. He'll be all right. Well, like I mentioned earlier here, section matchup here. And so not sure how much this will shake up section standings and where the Gophers end up going for a playoff game. They will likely be on the road. Lourdes, however, on the other hand, is probably going to be in that upper half. Section 1AA is going to be another meat grinder, I think. Pine Island, Caledonia, Zumbrota, Mazeppa. Cannon Falls, obviously, is probably the one to beat. Just a few pitches away from state last year, but ZM came out in that one, as it usually does here. We're playing good ball at the end of the year, and if you've got the arms to go the distance in the section tournament, you're in good shape. Well, Sean's going to come inside and hit Carroll, and that is going to score another run. So I'll make it 4-0 in the top of the 7th inning. It'll bring up Owen Streifland. Bases still loaded. Strike down Main Street from Sean. Starts ahead. Good job. 4-0 here in favor of Lourdes. Gophers just trying to get out of here without any more damage. Streifland's going to put a number down to the shortstop. Aiden Johnsrud over to Weston Nolte, and we get out of this jam with a 6-3 put out for the 3rd out of the 7th inning. Well, Gophers down to their last at bats here, trying to keep in this ball game. They'll bring Ethan Eichhoff, Ben Carrier, and Weston Nolte to the plate. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Do or die time here for the Gophers, down 4-0 after Lourdes scratched across another run in the 7th inning, and that's going to catch the outside, and it'll be 0-1 here to Ethan Eichhoff. McCabe will catch that corner once again. 0-2 to Ethan. Ethan looking to just stay alive in this at-bat right now. And he does just that off my plexiglass. Good cut at that one. Got a pitch on the outside that he liked. So 0-2 here to Ethan Eichhoff, and Ethan hanging tough. We'll see if he can't get his way, find his way on base here. And he's going to wave at that one on the outside, and that'll be the first out of the 7th inning for the Gophers. One down brings up Ben Carrier to the plate. Benny with a fly out to the right fielder's last at bat. Right down Main Street. 0-1 here to Ben Carrier. McCabe, good job here, getting ahead. There's that Bender, going to stay up. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Ben's going to pop to the left side. Left fielder comes in a few steps, makes the play for the second out. That'll bring up the top of the order for the Gophers and Weston Nolte. So Benny just missed her on the bottom of the ball there. He had a pretty good pitch to hit. So Big Weston here, first baseman now after he started off the game. Pitching, he moved over to first base. McCabe starts off ahead again with a strike on the outside corner. Curls that breaking ball in to go 0-2, Weston Nolte. Gophers down to their last out, and it's going to get him in the posterior, and we'll have our base runner. And that'll bring up Kaysen Johnson, catcher now for the Gophers, and Kaysen started off in right field. But moved back behind the plate when Sean Kirshner went at bat, or actually went to the pitcher position. McCabe, nice work here, getting ahead on these batters. He's really found a groove right now. That one's going to be outside. Weston's not going to take off over there. Runs are obviously at a premium at this point, so he's not going to take off. Counts even at 1 apiece. To Kaysen Johnson. Weston not being held over at first base. Inside half, strike. So strike 2 to Kaysen Johnson. 1-2 is the count to him. And 59-foot variety. Good pitch to throw right there, though. He's up in this count. Evens it up, however. Not going to hurt him there on the mound with that one. And he got just a little bit of that one, and the catcher was able to hold, and Bauer was able to hold on to that ball. That'll do it here for the Gophers and the Lourdes Eagles. Lourdes takes this one 4-0 over Chatfield. And the Gophers, just a couple of hits they could manage on the day. McCabe came in relief and did a nice job. And starting off the game was Easton Gasner. They just did a good job of throwing strikes and normally getting ahead of batters. Gophers, on the other hand, gave up 4 runs. Boy, they battled in this one. Lourdes, 4 runs on the day, obviously here. Not a huge total here for as far as hits are concerned. Looks like 7 hits on the day, or 8 rather. But a few walks got themselves in good position to bring runners around. Gophers close out the 2025 regular season with a loss to Lourdes 4-0. Lourdes just timely runs here, couple here and there, and they did just enough in this one to take out the W from the Gophers. Well, we find out section seedings probably tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon where the Gophers end up in this one. Lourdes, like I mentioned earlier, probably in that top half, will likely host a game. Gophers almost assuredly will be on the road, but we'll have to see what seed they get. They right now, I thought potentially they're looking at going to La Crescent. But it just depends on how we seed them, how the QRF plays out, and a lot of different factors go into that, and how the coaches look at these teams when they do their seedings as well. So Lourdes takes this one 4-0 over our Chatfield Gophers here. So to our seniors, guys, thank you very much. They played their last game at Molly Baum Field. It's been a pleasure having you guys all in the program. And you've done so much here for this group, and this is going to be their last home game, home match, home field advantage per se. So it's a very, very special time here for these guys, but they're going to go on the road probably in a playoff game, and we'll see how the Gophers fare. If they can get their pitching in good shape, start looking a little more aggressive offensively, scratching across a couple of runs here and there, and just keep playing good defense. We'll see what happens playoff time. But, folks, glad to be with you here this year in this baseball season. Andy O'Connor signing off here for the end of the 2025 regular season. Good afternoon, all.